Hello everyone, James Version 1 here with another episode of Vampyr. Last we left off, we were asking everyone questions, trying to find out mysteries, and hopefully in this episode we'll be able to solve it. We already spoke to that man. Sorry, I'm getting distracted already. Let's just keep asking around, see if we can find anything out.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Might as well ask the obvious
Have
question
you heard
first.
talk of any blackmail here at the hospital?
No, nothing.
Tell me about your injury, Harvey. Why do you feel so guilty about it?
My wife died because of me. And now I may lose everything because I've been careless enough to hurt myself. What an arsehole.
You can't hold yourself responsible for your injury, Mr. Fiddick. Unless you tried to hurt yourself.
Of course I didn't hurt myself. But I can't work until my arm is fixed. My children need to eat, Doctor.
How could your job be responsible for your wife's death?
I was working a double. She went out to bring me a hot meal and got caught in a German bomb raid.
Shit.
Tell me more about the death of your wife, Harvey.
Bloody hell.
1915. I was in the army, building workshops for the Royal Flying Corps. Helen was happy I wasn't sent to the front.
What happened?
The Germans sent Zeppelins to bomb the construction site, but they missed their target. My wife was bringing my dinner when the bombs fell.
I'm sorry for your loss. So many died during the bombings. I served in France and witnessed the carnage there.
I would like to say that she didn't suffer. Truth is, I have no idea. I just know that I'm all that me kids have. Poor little bleeders.
How are your children after losing their mother?
They were smaller then. The only good thing about this is my Helen didn't bring them with her that night.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter, and a good one too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reed.
Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Aykroyd. They both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is I disagreed about wooden nails, not flesh and bones.
Are you satisfied with your treatment here?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid we are.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reed? I have the feeling you're very capable. And your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for now, I don't think I can take on the responsibility. My apologies.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it? There's nothing else to ask.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
Always needed words to calm the children, Helen. As for me...
Alright. Well, we've got to try and see if we can find out the nurses and that. I don't think we've even been in this part of the hospital yet. At least outside. We probably want to keep it in the hospital, don't we? Quite a few objectives up here. It's locked, alright.
It's locked.
Like, seriously, like, just a 2-second animation of him trying the handle would just shut me up. But the fact that he, like, has to just say it is, oh. It just looks very unbelievable. That's all I'm saying. Must be being a bit of an idiot here, because I thought I could find it quite easily, but clearly not. That's locked. So it must be all downstairs, all the people I need to talk to. Alright. Let's try out here, I guess. If I'm correct, there is a nurse somewhere out here to talk to. Ah, here we go.
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
Oh. Bit of a waste of time.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
See, I can't tell if I'm going, like, can't tell if I'm going, like, the long way around, but I need to ask all the questions just because it seems to eventually unlock hints if you ask the right one, but I don't know which is the right one, so I do apologise for all the narrative and that. I don't want to talk over it either, hence why I'm being so quiet.
An invisible enemy. Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them. Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Thickens. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
Okay.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No. I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
Do you know if any of the hospital staff have criminal backgrounds?
The people who work here all come from very different backgrounds, Doctor. Just like the patients.
Okay.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance. Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before, at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippets, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
Have you heard of any underhand dealings going on in this hospital?
I have no time for such triviality, my dear colleague. We're here to save lives.
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
It's more than enough. In any case, the personnel of a hospital are much more important to me than the building.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
Okay.
What can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Okay.
Any opinion about the management?
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah, yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office now and again.
Tell me more about cherished people, then.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful woman.
You really seem to admire her skills.
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
Oh yeah, I forget that we're living in that time where women aren't considered as good as men. Which is stupid.
You're exhausting yourself, Corcoran. Maybe you should think about preserving your strength.
No, we must keep on healing all those poor souls. We are the last rampart before chaos. Once more unto the breach.
Nurse Brannigan is worried about you, Doctor.
She should not have told you that. I will have a word with her.
You don't have to blame her for her honesty.
I'm not that kind of man, my dear Jonathan. Actually, Nurse Brannigan's opinion is the only one I may listen to.
That's it, isn't it? For now, anyways.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippets.
Just gonna try and talk to the nurse.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
Oh,
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet with all the money and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin colour that bothers you?
Not at all, Milton.
Good. Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody is as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reed.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
so there is like merchants in this game. That's pretty cool. 296. Bloody hell. That's a lot of damage for a gun. How much does he want for it? 315. I've got nowhere near enough money for that. Bloody hell. At least I know he's got all this stuff.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
What's going on between you and Nurse Hawkins?
Pippa's tired. Tired of all this shit. Tired of all those corpses piling up. She's as depressed as I am.
Fucking knew it was her. I knew it was her. That's the thing, it annoys me that this game just wouldn't let me say it.
You do realize you could both get fired. Hospital staff are not meant to have intimate relationships with one another.
Come on, Dr. Reed. Do you know how many rules are broken in this hospital every day just to keep it running? There's nothing wrong with what we're doing.
During the war, I witnessed a few couples just like you come together in difficult circumstances. It can be very damaging.
Maybe you're right. But we support each other. And that's all that matters.
I guess he got... yeah, it's just, you shouldn't really do it at work.
Have you heard of any underhand dealings going on in this hospital?
There are a lot of secrets round here. I'm not surprised someone tried to make money from them.
What kind of secrets?
I'm not in the gossip business, Dr. Reed. If you want to know more, you better talk to Harriet Jones. She's the eldest patient here.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
How is the situation around here?
You want to hear the situation is all right? It's fucking awful. We lack everything. And it's getting worse every day.
I'll give you one thing, this guy's honest as
So
hell.
what do you do exactly in this hospital? Apart from smuggling guns, I mean.
I've been an ambulance driver since... too long, I guess. I bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job, but I get it done. Most of the time.
It sounds like things have been a bit rough recently. What's happened?
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing here. I escaped through the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital. That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
Since you're on the front line, how is the sanitary situation in this vicinity?
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings. Even the locals attack you.
Why do you have such a mediocre reputation among your colleagues, Milton?
Fuck them. Nobody knows the horrors I've seen since working here. This city was sick long before the epidemic, Dr. Reed.
I know it's a difficult task, but correct me if I'm wrong. Is this not the job you are paid to do?
I've seen babies left to die while their brothers were properly fed. Underage girls and boys sold to all manner of perverts.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, exactly. We lack words. So excuse me if I don't look on the bright side of life.
There is no more personal questions, I don't think, no.
Goodbye, Milton.
Interesting. At least now I can talk to that nurse and make her feel proper bloody guilty.
The patients are not fools. They know we are overwhelmed by this horrifying epidemic.
Where's that nurse? I want to talk to that nurse because we got another hint for her, I believe.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Why does Dr. Tippett claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left the Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
Just checking, just checking.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Just always handy to get that little bit more information. Now I can have some real fun and frame this frame this other girl. I don't think I've spoken to you yet. Have I spoken to you yet?
Good evening, nurse.
Oh, it's her.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Oh, what? Where's the hint?
Pepper, I know you're very close to Milton Hooks.
Yes, Milton Hooks is my man. If you want to report me for that, just feel free, Doctor.
I have no intention of reporting you, Nurse Hawkins. But are you aware of the risks?
The rules say I won't be allowed to work as a nurse anymore. But here at the Pembroke, we break rules all the time.
Is he worth the risk?
Hey, I'm no perfect woman, and Milton is not the finest bloke. But we do our best to get by. That's all any of us can hope for nowadays.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
It kind of revealed itself in the end.
The pain. It's here again.
Bloody hell, she's far away. Why is she all the way out here? Press L3 to activate your senses. Your senses are very suspicious. Their heart.
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
Definitely interesting. I didn't actually think it would be that nurse up to shady business. Giving away free medical exams and everything like that. So maybe she's the one blackmailing. Well, it certainly seems like it right now. And I seem so sure it was the other one. Hopefully this guy will be able to point us in the right direction. He seems a bit troublesome. Maybe see some action finally. Done so much talking. Very nice to actually kind of feel like I'm making some progress. I feel like I've just spent the last 2 hours talking to people. locked,
He's
all right.
locked the door behind him.
Ooh,
I
new
need
one.
to find another way to follow him.
I'm trying to change it. How do you change it?
This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
So it looks like they've managed to infect this place quite well. See if we can get the drop on this guy as well. Oh! Oh, we're doing it for this long, I've bloody forgotten how to do the basics. At least our health does kind of semi-regenerate, but it's really annoying. Eat you as well. Regain as much blood as possible. Gosh, survive the next night. Good. Well, that went much smoother that time. So what's this guy? Citizen rescued. Rescued a citizen. He will now return to his district. Okay.
Are you injured, sir?
Help me get out of here. I need to get out.
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd be glad to help you, but you must calm down first. Please, take a deep breath and tell me your name.
Okay. Okay, I'm Oswald Thatcher. Please, I need to get out.
All right, Mr. Thatcher, you're safe now. Do you think you can reach the street by yourself?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Good. Now leave this place and enjoy the cool night air. It's quite invigorating. I'm sure you'll feel better if you do.
Interesting. Nice. Go back to trying to find this guy then. Still hear a mouse. Make sure I get my blood up, because that definitely seems to be it. No, pest control. This certainly doesn't look good. That stake doesn't seem to be doing as good of a job, so I think if we swap back to the gun for now.
What sort of creature is this?
That's bloody annoying. Need to change because the shotgun was a bad idea. Shit, trying to reload.
Not a lot to check, but I should anyway.
Damn. Let's change out if you want to see you.
Some voucher for a free checkup in Whitechapel. What is Nurse Crane up to? I really must find her.
Can we not get a blood sample of that creature? Because that could have been a big deal. Just saying. Come on, you little rat.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
I know. Interesting. Because that definitely didn't look like a vampire. That looked like some kind of, I don't know, sewer dog. If that is a vampire, why can't I turn into one of them? Plus, that thing was level 9. I was severely underleveled for that. I think I'm only like level 6. Which means maybe I'm not doing this correctly. On the bright side, at least I could get enough upgrades to at least level up. No, I'm level 7. So it might not have been too bad. But I need to kind of get on top of it. I guess that's what they mean by make sure you drink loads of blood. Oh, I didn't realise you were an enemy. Oh, was she over there the whole time? Should be going this way then, apparently. Although I should go back to the bed and level up before going there, because if I get to Whitechapel and it turns out she's got like tons of enemies there, I'm gonna regret not having powered up for 2 secs. I'll head to the bed, level up a bit, and then continue. Be nice if we could also upgrade something. Let's just have a look and see if there's anything we can upgrade. Like weapon wise, because I fear that this is just not doing enough damage. Increase its damage by 10%. Nice. That's better. That's exactly what I was thinking. Still can't quite level you up. You need common trigger part. I guess we could buy that off of May. I suppose we could buy just 2 trigger parts off of me. Alright, that's what we can do. finally get that blood spear, I feel like that could come really handy. Do even more damage from biting in combat. It got 300. Yeah. 600. Because now we do even more damage. 300% damage. Healing as well. Yeah. I could increase health and stamina again, couldn't I? I fear it's my powers that are kind of letting me down. A ranged attack would be handy, but at the same time it doesn't quite stun the same. But does 220 damage. Because I have the gun, I might leave that for now. Focus on just keeping my stats up, I guess. Drain your own blood, activated wounds. See, I can upgrade that. That's good. 1300 though. Ouch. Yeah, because I'm guessing as long as we have... Yeah. I think I am going to mostly focus on just increasing like what we get. Doing more damage from biting as well seems quite clever. That's 300% damage. It's a lot of health to take out if we do like a lot of health damage when we bite them. Yeah, let's do it. Screw it. Maybe go for something defensive. Cost 600 though. What's the other one? Is that going to cost 600 as well? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, increase that so we can hold more bullets. Don't know why you need to unlock that with blood. Screw it. That seems to be... Yeah. I like what we've done there. And we're level 9 now. So we caught up with that creature. Nice. Major district event. Every night the consequences of your actions may improve or degrade the district health status. If it can also be degraded due to diseases spreading among citizens. If the district's health status is a critical threshold, it will plunge into chaos. It is for you to decide of a district's fate. Okay. Merchants, your actions have impacted the dear. Fatigue, 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 headache. So we need to create some fatigue medicine. There's about 5 people that have it, and then serum. Nothing that really cures headaches though, which is a problem. What do we end up there? Cure for bronchitis, cure for cold, cure for pneumonia. Can't cure headaches, but at least this way I can cure fatigue. But how do you cure people of fatigue? Do you do it in the menu, or it doesn't quite explain it to me? This one I might have to do some research. Okay. Maybe we should quickly spend a little time, find someone that we can talk to that's got fatigue. See if we can treat him. Probably be our best shout, wouldn't it? That nurse is normally out front. Maybe we could quickly find her. If we can find a way to cure her, then we know what we're doing. Well, we know what to do, should I say.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Medical checkup. No. Like seriously, how do you cure their fatigue? Definitely gonna have to look this up because I'm not 100% sure on this. I'm really worried that I'm not gonna be able to cure their fatigue. So anyone out there? He's only level 1. Level 1 for him as well. So we can mesmerize him at some point.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Alright, I want to see what the mesmerizing does because I want to see if it helps cure them.
Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Let's have a look. Let's go with that.
So many deaths.
Doesn't appear to be a way to treat it. It's just I don't want this getting out of control to a point where I feel like everyone dies because I didn't do something. Kind of want to keep this place at least somewhat healthy. Well, right now it's stable, so I've got to be careful every time that I level up that this place kind of goes into a slightly more dire strait. But how do you administer it? That's the issue I've got. It doesn't tell you how to administer stuff.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Yeah, so I can't pour a tap. Bloody stupid. I'm officially stuck because I don't know how you administer anything. That's... Don't know if we should move on actually without at least curing them. I will check one more time. If not, then in the next video I will definitely be going through everyone and finding out how to do it, because I don't want loads of people dying. Maybe if you get talking to them, does it let you open the menu while you're talking to them and then give them fatigue then?
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Guess I don't know unless I try.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Do I have to equip the serum maybe? Is that the other thing? Is it one of those where you got to equip it? No. Okay. Seriously, how do you do it? It drives me mad. Well, I guess I'll find that out, and we'll start correcting it in the next episode. But for now, I feel like I'm going to leave it here. We made some good progress. We now know who was fornicating amongst the patients, and we also now know who possibly might be the blackmailer as well. So we'll leave it here. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Feel free to leave a like and share the video. Feel free to also like my Facebook page. You can find me on Twitter or Instagram. And take care of yourselves. Have a good day. If you can't be good, be careful. If you can't be careful, I can help you. And obviously don't forget to subscribe and describe what you thought of this video. And take care now. Bye bye.